Hello, good morning. This is Stephanie Dunham, one of the Mama Bears on the Mama Bear Initiative podcast. I am recording myself today. I just got back from my therapist's office. I had a therapy session today, and I opened up about how I feel concerning the holidays. Tried to dig deep down into what motivates all the things that happen during this period of time for me. Historically, my way of managing my feelings is to binge eat. That's how I got overweight over the many years. It's still quite an urge, still a thing that, happens a lot when I'm feeling stressed, especially. I have gotten better at controlling the urges to binge, although this specific period of time has been more difficult to just, talk myself out of whatever it is I'm feeling like I want to do. I'd say I'm 50% successful in the past, month or so. Anyway, I was wanting to jump on here. I talked to the other Mama Bears, Rochelle and Evelyn, about this because, I realized during my therapy session, something I've been doing this specific year is stuffing my feelings a lot. I have a lot of positions of responsibility and authority, which puts a lot of pressure on me to not necessarily perform, but be present, plan things, make things happen, not just in my family, but also in other areas where I have a very small martial arts school that I run. I have classes twice a week. I have people depending on me to lead them, guide them through their martial arts journey. And, nobody's doing anything in particular that feels like unnecessary pressure. It's just normal responsibilities, normal, things that people do. And also, I'm married to my husband. I have a son who's 19. My sister lives here with me, the other Mama Bear, Rochelle. I have a best friend, Evelyn, and, trying to be present for the holidays when we're doing different activities is a thing that I've worked for the last 10 or so years to do, to not just blank out and not just be grumpy or, do the things that I want to do, because I certainly want to do all that. I certainly want to be, just on my own, just by myself, ignore the fact that the holidays are happening and, just get through it and then get to January 1st, because that's my wake up day, if you want to call it that. It's January 1st. So I'm getting on here. I haven't showered. I haven't done my makeup. I haven't really done all the things I would normally do to do our reels. I'm not going to even edit this. I'm just going to post it and hope that somebody hears what I'm saying and will feel encouraged, because for a lot of people, there's a lot of expectation that we're just going to feel happy and joy feelings throughout the holidays, that because it's about joy, because it's about hope and, all the things, whether you're a Christian or not, because it's about all that. The expectation is we're all just going to be happy together. But a lot of us, including me, just lack so much. There's death, there's separation, there's lack of whatever the expectations are for holidays. In my case, things have just, relationships have just broken over time, which pretty much means that when it comes to celebrations, it's literally just my husband, myself, my son, my sister, for the most part. we have to find ways to make it feel like a holiday, not just another Wednesday, you know? I've worked really hard the last 10 years to develop traditions for each of the holidays, to give something to my child to carry on. But yeah, I feel a lot. I feel a lot of lack. I feel a lot of pain. And this specific year, I've been, because of all my responsibilities, I've been trying to, you know, manage my feelings by basically not feeling them, by not letting myself feel sad, not letting myself cry, trying to run from one thing to the next, do all the things that I have plans to do with my family, or my church or whatever. And I've had a harder time this year. I've had a hard time with the binging. I've had a harder time with the desire to just like blank out, just zone out, just not be present. And, you know, some of that is, zoning out every once in a while is fine. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking breaks and allowing yourself space to feel your feelings or whatever. But if you're putting expectations on yourself because you believe that other people expect you to buck up and move on and feel better and enjoy the holidays or whatever, and you're just making yourself miserable with it, I'd say, and I'm giving myself permission to just feel sad. I've cried through many holidays. Why not this year? And when I talked to my therapist today about how I was feeling and the struggle that I was having, one of his feedbacks was that he feels that the dread, the binging, and all that is sort of a conditioned response that I've created for myself, that when the time comes, I'm going to start feeling all those feelings. And I think to some degree he's right. I feel like, yeah, that's probably true. But I want to change that narrative. I want to change that response. I don't want to fall into my somewhat destructive coping mechanisms, you know, because binging isn't great. It's not great for my health. I'm a diabetic, so I can't just eat whatever I want. And I've had 50% success, like I said, in not giving in to every urge that I have. But I need to give permission to myself to let myself experience the holidays the way that I do, and not put too much pressure on myself to be happy all the time or to have joy all the time for others' sake. Because honestly, if you're doing it for other people, it starts to feel like a burden. If you're going to choose to be happy or choose joy, like I did in my reel that I did last week, if you're going to choose that, choose it for yourself, because yourself is the one that has to live with you. You're the one that has to live with your feelings and everything that comes with being you. And it's okay to feel sad during Christmas. It's okay to not want to be part of the festivities, to, you know, but if you're going to choose to do it, if you're going to be a part of it, do it because you want to, not because others expect you to. Do it because it makes you happy, because it makes you feel joy. And if you can't do the activity with feeling joy or feeling happy, then maybe just don't do it. Maybe just choose to protect your health, protect your mental health, and stay away from that activity. It's okay to say no, really. I mean, we're always talking about, you know, toxicity and saying no, and, you know, it's okay to say no. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to be part of everything. If some things don't happen, it's not a big deal. Every year is different. Every year is another opportunity to choose to be a part of something or to not. So, you know, I'm probably going to chill today. There's lots of things that could be done right now. I do have run a class tonight. In order to be present for my students, I have to allow myself space to process everything I talked about in therapy today. I have to allow myself space to feel my feelings and not get too caught up in meeting whatever expectations I think people have of me. And I think from today going forward through the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to allow myself to feel how I feel and not make excuses and not pretend and not, make myself do things I don't want to do if I don't want to do them. I think I'm going to do that. I'm encouraging you to think about the same. Think about the same for yourself and let yourself feel what you're feeling and let yourself do what you want to do and don't do what you don't want to do. If this message is in any way helping you, pass it along. Pass it along to somebody you know is suffering, but isn't trying to let other people know they're suffering, especially. Those people, the silent ones who are suffering in silence, need encouragement from other people. They need support. They don't need to be told to buck up. They don't need to be told to move on or get over it, stay positive. That doesn't help. If somebody's grieving, it doesn't help them to tell them to move on or to stay positive, because grief isn't positive. It's just not. It's negative and it feels bad. But if we don't let ourselves feel it, it just accumulates in our bodies and it becomes trauma. It becomes destructive. And we have to be willing to let ourselves feel what we're feeling so that we can move on. But it's not an easy process, and it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, it takes effort, intention, being present, maybe getting some therapy, and helping yourself in a way that you would help a friend. If your friend came to you and said, I feel very sad this specific season, and you wanted to help them, and you wanted to give them the gift of your understanding, then give yourself the same. Give yourself the same love. Give yourself the gift of understanding and grace. Don't move past it just because you think other people expect you to. So I hope this helps someone. I hope that, you're hearing this today and you're taking it in and you're allowing yourself to feel. If you need to sit and cry, find a friend. Let them hold your hand. Let them comfort you. Hopefully it'll be a friend that'll let you cry. Not someone who's going to tell you, oh, get over it, you're making me uncomfortable, because that's just dumb. Find somebody who can help you. Find somebody who cares about you and will just let you feel your feelings. Let you talk about it, Let you just be with your feelings, because I think that's the healthiest way to manage this time of year when things feel rough. Things are hard. So thanks for listening, and I hope you can grow. I hope you can find peace. Bye for now.